Daily update, November 4th, 2016. We'll do a full walkthrough. It's been a little while since we did it. I ran up to Pittsford, Vermont yesterday and picked up the shiplap siding for the extension right here on this end. 8-inch thick, whatever, 44 boards, and this will cover up. This will get her done. Neighbors are sneaking a peek, going nice and slow. Alright, so we'll go from the outside first. We have these two windows are put in. We still have our strapping on because we don't want that shit to blow off. I submitted an order to TC for some tape and a whole bunch of other things. I gave her some concrete, some generic orders. We got this window put in. It's got lots of fingerprints on it. And then we got these three put in. This one is a 4-person window. They're wildly heavy. These three we did with 3 people. They look pretty good, they look nice. And we're getting propane put in the tank right now. That's good. They're gonna put in about 850 gallons because it had started to float out of the ground. And I told them, I said, if it floats out, you're paying for it. And they were like, oh my God, we thought there was propane in there, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm gonna call VTEL and have them transfer the Wi-Fi and the telephone into the house. It's just I'm gonna do that. So this still needs to get taken out. This is George's great big cathedral thing. This staircase is good. I checked it with all the regulations that we need to meet, and that one is good. Good to go. This is the storage room. This is full of windows. This is where they are. These are all the second floor windows. There's the second floor, first floor. You can tell by the heights. This is an extension window. You know, I don't know if you can see, but for reference, it's leaning and it's probably the same height as me. They're big windows. They're not small. Okay. The washroom, we have lots of pipes have gone in, so there'll be a sink over here, right? And we'll have water there. This is for the washer dryer. They haven't put any black iron in there yet, but that is where it'll go. There's the water for the toilet. It's coming through there. Ooh. This staircase is good. We don't have to change anything with that. That's nice. This bathroom has some more piping has gone into it. You saw it from the other room. Gonna work on getting this finished up in a timely manner. Haskins Gas is here working on the propane, which is the black iron that you can see has gone through. They had to carve through the rotted hell, come around. Alright, so that's what they're doing. They have started the conversion kit for this is the boiler for the hot water, and they got their black iron down and attached to it. Right, it came down. Alright, and that is where that lives. This is where the 400-gallon water tank lives, and maybe it's dried up. It's tough to say. This was all just, there was a lot of water down here yesterday, so it is drying up quite nicely. And that pump is for the sprinkler system, and that's permanent. That's, drilled into the floor. That will never move. So this is a nice trip location, but it is what it is. That's going to be that's a busy room. Here are all the lights that George ordered. We have had lots of conversations about them. They're coming along. This is the other room. They're doing black iron. Not much to show there. this staircase is good. All the basement staircases are fine. No need to change anything there. Here are the windows. This one has been shimmed. That one's been shimmed. I haven't shimmed the sides on those ones yet, but got the bottoms leveled up. But no windows there yet. So there was yesterday, as it was raining hard, where these two buckets are, there were drips coming down right there. Now I don't know if that's because there's 3 window holes upstairs or what. Right where this old window weight is, there was water dripping here. Now I don't know if it's because there's a seam but there shouldn't, because there's rain and ice guard up there. So I haven't gotten out there yet to see, but I assume that something has nicked the paper. So it wasn't a big leak, but still somehow water was getting in. All right, we have lots of sprinkler heads. Any orange cap that you see is a sprinkler head. That's not what the finish will look like, but that's what it is, for now. Wow, this room just went to hell in a handbasket. Rich pulled up the rest of this floor today, so we're down to the old subfloor. Got to grind off some more nails over there. A lot of the wiring is all in. A lot of piping is in. We need to figure out what is going to be done with this flooring. Yeah, there's the odd piece here or there that came out with the tongue and the grooves still intact, but most of it just didn't. And yeah, it could kind of be reinstalled to reuse it, but it wouldn't be ideal. It wouldn't be perfect. So probably do new pipes there. Hallway, nothing has changed. In this bathroom, we lowered this is for the handicap grab bar. It used to be here at 40 inches, and then the inspector said no, it's supposed to be between 33 and 36, so that got moved. Here's a window. Ta-da! This room isn't windy now. Then Christine's room. There's a window. Ta-da! Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's just interesting to see how level the windows are and how not level the rough openings are. But I guess that's the nature of it. This staircase, the original staircase, does not meet the requirements that they set out for us. I called and asked for an exception on it since it is the original staircase on the house. We'll see what they say. We put a can in today. We're going to have to modify this a little bit because it's hanging too low, but we came up with a solution with George. But that's what they look like. There's only a few hundred of them. So this staircase maybe has to get something done with it. Nothing new to report in this room, but it's a mess. Boxes, stuff all over the place. Nothing new to report in this room. It still is what it is. We have nothing new in this room. Continue. That's right, I need to repair. I don't know who fixed this blocking here, but it's just not kosher. Not acceptable. I need to go. I need to put a note of that. Emily's room has been insulated on the outside. So this is the spray foam. I mean, it's foamy. I'm sure you can hear that, but it's solid. It doesn't go on, uniformly. Some places it's thick, some places it isn't, but at least you know that nothing is getting through it. I wonder if they come through and do a nicer, spray job on it to really build that in flat. Because, here it's, there's a big gap right there, and then you come a little bit further down and it cleans up. But they will come and scrape, the studs down so they get smooth. This room has been sprayed as well. So, real blobby, just like this is a good bay. Well, then it gets thin there, you know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the kid was new. I don't know. But we have ceiling in here. We have one insulated wall. That's nice. This room has been insulated as well on the exterior wall. Nothing new to report here. That says nail. Has it been nailed? Yep, that's nailed. Nothing new to report in here. In here, we have water for sink. We have toilets. We have 10,000 switches, etc., etc. There's fire alarm stuff for these. There's the tub. There's that hole got big. Damn. I don't know when that happened. There's water for that sink. Here's a towel bar if we so choose to use it. The loft has been sprayed up to the side of the bathroom. That's kind of nice. Then across, that's all been there. Before they do the roof, I have to get a piece of blocking way up somewhere in the center for Glenn to hang a light from. Not the worst thing in the world, but not the most friendly thing in the world either. This staircase does not meet. I think it's too tall. I'm trying to remember. I sent an email to George and Therese about it. I think we have to be no more than 8-inch rise and no less than a 9-inch tread. And I think this is like an 8 1/8 rise. It just misses. And this one is 8.5 by 8.5. And even at that, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's not quite plumb. There we go. You might be able to see it better there. The whole staircase is leaning that way. So besides that it's leaning, it doesn't meet any requirement. So that will have to get taken out. And I mean, I don't know how that would meet requirement. There's going to have to be some kind of platforming here as well to get that to be a 9-inch tread. Because right now we're 8 and something, but we're also 8 going up, so it needs to be shorter and it needs to be wider. All right. That's, you can see old to new and old to new, so you can see there's 3. I mean, yeah, there's plywood, but that's, so water came in there. Of course water came in there. It's not finished, but you know, who's to say whether something was actually leaking because there was a leak or was it leaking because of the windows? We need a decision on where, right, on the living room side there's no door. On the kitchen side there's supposed to be a door. I mean, the height's already established, but I need to know, do we want the door tight to that wall? Do we want the door tight to this wall? Do we want to not do the door until this staircase has been addressed and reframed? Those are all questions, but somewhere here, there is a door. Is that the whole house? Oh, I didn't do the attic. Stupid. Another flight of stairs today. Here is one of there'll be a sprinkler there. There'll be a sprinkler there. A whole house fan, if in the event that it ever shows up, I'm going to put it there in that cavity. Wow, I guess it's too dark for the camera, but this is a walkway. Yeah, the camera can't see anything. But there is a walkway has been built up here. Not that you can see it, but it is. And then we come into this room, and you can see the structure of it. It all exists. And there's the HRV. We've got lots of pipes running around up here. all over the place. Pipes over there, pipes over here. Rich hasn't run the flex stuff yet, but he will. Eventually he'll get there. And now that's the whole house. At some point, this all needs to get cleaned out. Everything needs to come out of here. There's still window frames. There's a lot of stuff, including wasp hornet killer. It's probably a good place for it, actually. This one, we might want to cut this because right now I'm standing on a joist. No, is there something I can stand on to get myself to the height so we can have an idea? Okay. Here's this thing, and it's at like my belly button, and my head is way up here in the... Can you see behind me if I do it this way? I don't know. Anyway, we'll probably have to cut something out there because that's just a... That's gonna be a gut buster. But Weatherization Works is coming back on Monday. Today's Friday. They'll be back on Monday to put in more insulation and spray foam. I think I've covered everything. Oh, repaired the beam post in the kitchen today, and you can see how out it was. It was really bad, but it was correctable. We used a 6-ton jack and picked up the power lamb. We're able to beat it. We're able to beat the post over with a hammer, with the sledgehammer. So this post was leaning way far out into the room, and in fact, you can see where the screw holes used to be. You can see those 2 screws, and they're old holes in the power lamb. You know, it was a good 3 inches out of whack, so we pushed that all back. As a result, to get it in line, oops, zoom out. As a result, you can see that bracket is over there, and I mean, why is that cut too short? Why wasn't it pushed far enough? But that is what it is. So at least now that bracket and this post are now in line with the wall. Before, you know, we couldn't put nothing could go over it because it was totally out of line with it. So that's what's going on in the house. It's busy. The ceilings have gotten very busy, which is good. Don't trip. We might have to do some pendant lights in here because it's just, there's no way a recessed can is going in there. Anyway, that's all. Have a good one.